The Tokyo Olympics, brought to you on Channel 3 by the Mark Height team. Together, everyone achieves more. And by Arby's, we have the meats.
Alrighty guys, it is day 2 of the Olympics. Athletes begin their competitions today. It's very exciting. Of course, we're rooting for USA, and we have a live report actually from Tokyo this morning with Kirk Gregory. Kirk, good morning. Definitely a very exciting time for you out there.
Oh, it sure is, Angela. We're having a blast so far. It is evening here, morning where you are. We're off to a flying start. There is competition going on, largely good news for the Americans so far. And we're just looking ahead to a great 16-day show to put on for you.
All right, Clay. Kirk, it sounds like a great time out there. And I'm very excited to see how these athletes do out there. What's the general kind of atmosphere and kind of vibe out there right now as these athletes are getting ready to compete on day 2 of the Olympics?
Yeah, Angela, to be frank, it is a little surreal still. By most other Olympic standards, Tokyo's been kind of calm. I think the thing you have to understand is that here there is a emergency situation, not a true state of emergency like we have in the United States, but a declaration of emergency, which is basically an invitation for people who don't need to be outside on the streets to stay inside, and everybody is cooperating. COVID's a big thing here. There is that threat, but it's not bringing the spirits of the athletes down. Life is going on as usual at the Athletes Village. The athletes are tested daily. Precautions are being taken. There's social distancing. We, the media, we're in a soft quarantine for the next 7 days, most of us. But it's something that we all knew coming in, and it is a little bit maybe more serious than other Olympic Games we've been to. But in the end, it's the Olympic Games. The greatest athletes in the world are here, and they're going to put on a show, and we can't wait either.
Going to be so exciting to see that show. And Kirk, thank you so much. One final question for you. Do you think that the mentality of being in the midst of a pandemic and kind of taking these precautions is going to affect these athletes when they get out on the floor today and start competing?
It is a little different. We saw last night in opening ceremony, ordinarily the athletes would have been at the stadium hours early and hanging out and talking. Japan's not leaving anything to chance. If you saw the athletes bussing in right before they were supposed to march, that's kind of what these games are like. So there's not a lot of downtime to sit in the dressing room, the locker room, whatever you want to call it this time. You're pretty much taken to the venue, get out there and compete, and then get back on the bus. So that's a little different, but it's a level playing field. Every athlete is going through the same situation. So far, there's no complaints.
Right, absolutely, Kirk, and thank you so much again for this live report from Tokyo. We wish you the best of luck out there yourself covering all this exciting stuff, and we look forward to checking in with you later on in the next 2 weeks. Thank you so much.
Sure, my pleasure, Angela.